It's 6:06 on KGO, and if you felt like flying to the moon, you might need, well, quite a lot of frequent flyer miles. You might be a member of travel rewards programs and find that when you try to use your points or your miles, you're told that you can't. It's a blackout period, or, you don't have quite enough points to get that upgrade. This does not happen to Brian Kelly. He routinely travels in luxury at minimal cost. In fact, he recently took the world's longest flight. It's over 18 hours from Newark, New Jersey to Singapore. He traveled in business class for $2.50.
What?
That's a $4,500 value.
How can I be like Brian Kelly?
Well, let's find out.
Let's find out. He's on the KGO Live line right now. He runs a website called thepointsguy.com. Brian, how do you do it?
How do I do it? Well, that one was actually pretty simple. It was from one credit card sign-up bonus. I transferred the points from Chase Ultimate Rewards to United and booked the flight online.
Okay, but how do you get away without paying any of the, the taxes and fees? I mean, $2.50 for an international flight. Weren't there some airport fees in there?
You would think so, but actually United Mileage Plus is one of the best frequent flyer programs out there for fees and taxes. And that was actually a one-way flight, and, they don't levy any of the big fees on the outbound portion. Now, coming home from Singapore, it was like $50, which, I could still shell out for business class. But it's really all about finding the frequent flyer program that matches up with your needs.
What is the most common mistake you think people make when it comes to their points or miles?
I think the biggest thing I hear, is the frustration, there's no award seats available, or there's all these blackout dates. I think people trust the airline websites too much. Airline websites, if you go online to look for availability, they're wrong. So I think people need to be a little bit more savvy about how they look for awards. There's services like Expert Flyer that'll actually help you find real award availability. And I think people need to leverage partners as well.
What do you mean by partners?
So, for example, if you have U.S. Airways miles, they're partners with United. But if you go to usairways.com to redeem your miles, no United flights will show up.
Right. Okay.
Call in and ask reps. So I think people too often will go to the website and say, there's nothing available. I hate my miles. This airline's horrible. But just dig a little bit deeper, and airlines also have non-alliance partners as well.
Well, and in that case, if you're going to start leveraging partnerships and things like that, is it better to have signed up for one or two rewards programs, or do you sign up for all of them?
I view my miles like money. I'm diversified. You don't ever want to put all of your effort into one basket, because then, if there's no availability, then that's when you get frustrated. I think that's why I recommend transferable points programs for people who have credit cards, like American Express Membership Rewards or Chase Ultimate Rewards. And the flexibility there is that you can transfer to, over 10 different partners. So if one airline or alliance doesn't have your availability, you can just transfer your miles somewhere else, or top up your husband or your friend's account so that they can go on the trip with you as well, so you don't have to buy the miles.
Hey, finally, Brian, just between you and me, nobody else is listening. Are there any secret clubs or codes that people should know to find a good deal?
Well, the secret clubs are the blogs out there. I think every day I blog 2 to 5 times a day on the best deals, so I highly recommend people to visit thepointsguy.com. But yeah, there are, constantly there are really good airfares, but they only last for a couple hours. That's why when you follow blogs and follow people on Twitter, you can get in on those deals. But it's a fun hobby to have, because at the end of the day, you're saving money, and who doesn't love to travel?
Who indeed?
Thank you so much. Right. I can't, actually. I'm sorry. I'd love to visit thepointsguy.com, but I can't. My husband already thinks I'm obsessed with points and miles. So I appreciate you validating our hobby. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Brian.
Thank you.
That's Brian Kelly, the travel expert who specializes in using points or miles to travel for free or close to it. And check him out at thepointsguy.com. 610 on KGO 810.